All right, chat. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully things are going well. Sorry, I'm just like working on something else. But hopefully you're all doing well. What is it? Wednesday? Man, it feels like crazy. It feels crazy. I'm sorry. Just trying to figure out. I didn't even check to see if things were working. I don't even know if YouTube was working properly the whole time. I think it was. I don't know. Feels like nothing is working right anymore. I'm so like distracted by so many things at the same exact time. Okay. Really quick, let's go to Tiger Forever. While you are playing, I'll be chucking dice and making bad decisions playing comic tutorial Legends in the Mist. Check it out. Let's go. That's awesome. Free download is a very good way to get a sense of what to expect. Beautiful art, by the way, on it. 45 bucks. Not a bad price point for the books. Check it out. Beast, how's it going? Welcome. Lord of the Rings night, dude. Lord of the Rings night. Lord of the Rings night. So get excited. Mostly excited. Tiger Forever this weekend will be all about Bucky and smashing Red Skull in the face. Good. Hope people are still enjoying Bucky. I haven't seen too much online recently of like if people are still enjoying Bucky and whatnot, or if they're not. Like, are they like, is Falcon still like not as enjoyed? Like, I don't want to say Falcon's bad, just, you know, less enjoyed. I've seen now and again more and more stuff creep up of just like how people saying like Falcon's actually really good, which sure. I mean, maybe for some people, sure. But you always get those things that pop in. So, Alex, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Mac, how's it going? It's been a while, dude. Hopefully you're doing well. Anyone try this Fate F the Fellowship game? Oh, Fate of. Which one is it? Oh, this one. This is the Z-Man, whatever, pandemic guy. I have not. I saw some things on Instagram for it, but that's about it. Has anyone played this? Okay, they own. Oh, I guess they have some photos. That's not in American. Yeah. I know. I feel like some people in chat have talked about it, but I don't fully remember now. Let's go more Lord of the Rings. Hopefully the game goes better than last week. Oh no, it won't. This will be a nightmare. Like, I am not gonna win. It's gonna be terrible. Just straight up. This scenario is really rough to deal with. But I'll give a couple of tries and then I'll move on with my life, to be completely honest. I'm not gonna stress about it too much. 17 seconds. Drop and give me 50 D20. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Brewmeister, hopefully doing well. Welcome to chat. I have Lord of the Rings still in wrap, just have not taken the plunge into the game yet. Which one? The card game? The one that we're doing? What do you have, RPG Dad? Do you have the just the core box? The newest Lord of the Rings one looks interesting. Sounds positive. I like your positivity. D20, do you make your guests sort a predetermined number of cards before they can use the bet? No, I actually, I put it all away from them because I don't trust anyone to touch the cards because it's going to be a mess. I won't be able to find anything. The core box? All right. The only problem is, so like, my one issue with Lord of the Rings core box is it's not very good compared to Marvel or Arkham. Like the core box is really rough, and I feel like you need more because like the first scenario is really easy. The second scenario is much harder but doable, and the third scenario is for solo near impossible. Now, if you're playing 2-player or more, it's a much better box overall, especially the not remaster, the second edition is much better. The first edition is still a little bit rough because you had to buy like 2 or 3 of the boxes to just make like a good deck of cards, especially if you're playing with more than one person. So so yeah, just FYI on that. Only 1 second. I wanted to get Gandalf quotes, and I am not getting them. Man, I'm just like a mess today. All right, we'll just throw that out there. It's been a mess. It's been a mess, Jan. It's been a mess. Keith. Hello there. Board game update. Played two games of Pandemic last night. Lost the first game, won the second. That's pretty good if you won. Overall, pretty solid. Made me wish I played OG Horrified. I feel like I have that somewhere and it was good. No. I don't have Horrified. I have Betrayal in the Haunted House Hill, whatever it's called, Betrayal. I have that one, and that was really good. That's what I always think about when I think about Horrified. Can you two-hand solo the core and enjoy it? Yes. The second edition, the original core box by itself, like the one that I have. That's like a smaller box like this. Now, but the second edition, yeah, you can. Speaking of Falcon, I am having to re-sleeve my collection, and he's up next. Wish me luck. I did not have a good time with his pre-con. I found his strength and diversity list. That may be good. Okay, so wait, why are you re-sleeving? Are you just updating your sleeves, or just like doing them again? Canadian, welcome chat. Hope you're doing well. Canadian, you showed up late, man. We already finished Lord of the Rings. It's crazy. It's funny how that works every time. When they repackaged the first Lord of the Rings saga, it was smoother-ish plays. Solo, agree. The third scenario make you flip a table. It's really bad, the third scenario. Like, it's doable with 2 people because instead of losing a third of your fighters, you're losing a sixth, right? So it's a lot less. But still, it's not fun for that person. Don't lie, I'm finally on time, much like a wizard. I bought everything from the second edition, and while I could see the Ancestry of Champions in it, I have yet to get to the table. I will say that if you could play Marvel Champions like efficiently, you could play this very efficiently. I need to look for the box. The box. Boo. Did I scare you? Don't worry, I'm just here lurking. Appreciate you, Honorable. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Let me make sure to pull out all the correct cards this time. The players have won the game. Okay. God, I can't believe I made that mistake. Oh, chat. Like I said, it's been a day. Okay, so that's regular. Where's my nightmares? Nightmare. I actually forgot what the nightmare pack from Escape does. I mean, I'm sure it makes it harder because, you know, why wouldn't it? But I can't remember if it balances it at all or not. That's probably too much like wishful thinking, right? with Horrified, there's nothing like punching Dracula in the face. That does sound fantastic. If D20 could play it, anyone could do it? Well, I mean, D20 can play any game. Now, does he play it correctly? That's half the battle. Spoiler alert. He doesn't. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, so I think I've been explaining this. My life, I guess, for lack of a better word, has been super busy. And I've had to do a lot of work stuff. 5/18/27. And so I haven't been able to play as many games as I've really wanted to play. Like, I've wanted to play more. Man, I just haven't had time. It's sad. I think part of my reluctance with Lord of the Rings is that it took so much effort to keep up with Champions. Not sure I have the strength for another. I mean, luckily that it's done, right? So, like, once you buy it, you're done. So there's not, like, more to invest in and whatnot. And they haven't come out with all this stuff, nor are they going to. So that's for better or for worse, depending on how you look at it. So, yeah. But I think that is, like, the one-ish good thing is that because they're done, it's just like whatever, you know, whatever at that point. These cards don't look like easier. I'm just waiting for you to mess up in Lord of the Rings for 2 hours so I realize it before the end of the stream. I mean, that is the dream, right? What was this? Oh, God. Yeah. So I'm like, I've been having a really rough go at work, right? So it's been, it's just been like a long time at work. And it's just like, I think I've mentioned this before in my vlog, maybe, that like I'm on the path of just getting like micromanaged like crazy. And used to like really enjoy my job. And now it's just like every single day, like I have a system in which I do things and it's very, very efficient and good. And now my boss's boss has come in and just basically like, why do you do things that way? No, you need to do it this way, even though it's the same result and whatever. But because of it, like my brain is absolutely shot during the day. And I just, when I get to like live stream, I just like, I can't think. So that's been fun to deal with it. That's been fun. Is Lord of the Rings IP a license for, that any company can produce a game from? Seems every company has their own. It's Middle Earth is, I believe, the company that owns it, which I think is in the Tolkien family. But they're pretty much like, whatever. You know, you pay them their money and they move on. They're not very like picky about it, from what I understand. Like it has to like relate to the source material, but like versus Disney or Marvel or whatever, like they're very picky about their IP and they have to like check everything a million times. But like Arkham Horror is not open source. I always forget the word for it. Not copyright free, but that doesn't have an owner, public domain. It's like public domain. So Arkham stuff anyone can use. Like HP Lovecraft, there's no like HP Lovecraft like foundation, right? So anyone can use it. Did anyone get a chance to check out Alien Earth on Hulu? Man, is that show great. Like, it's not Resident Alien, is it? But it's called Alien Earth. I know Resident Alien. Going on, but I feel, you know. But I would find it very funny if I understood it. I feel that not having time to play just cracked open Aeon's End and had a blast with the first game. So my buddy and I played that at PAX Unplugged one year because people kept recommending it. And I will say it's a very good game. It is very good. Finally won. Oh, wait. I've been playing that wrong this whole time. To be fair, Canadian, I didn't play it wrong the whole time. I just didn't finish the game properly. Public domain. Thank you. Thank you, Keith. Is this boss's boss new? Nope. She has been there for she's been with the company for 30 years, but she's been my boss's boss for the past 4 years. The reason that it's happening is because I believe that they are getting pressure from above to do their job better. And this is their way of trying to either throw me under the bus, or they think they know more about stuff than I do. I'm one of those people like, sure, whatever you want, I'll do it. Whatever you want. But we'll see if I'm here in a year. I hate being micromanaged like that. Can't stand those stick up the butt people. It's just crazy because like they were never like that, and I do think it's pressure from above. I think they generally think they're about to lose their job, and that this is their way that they're gonna save it. It's like, you know, if you have like a cup of water in your hands, obviously the way to hold on to it is not to like focus it and, you know, make sure it's like doing what it needs to be done. No, you just smush it really hard and you just grasp. Two years before Alien. Okay. That sounds way worse than Shadow of the Past. Look at me. I'm the boss now. Casually skipped an entire stage. Do you not all do that? They're probably getting micromanaged and passing along. Maybe. I don't know. It's quite possible. But yeah, so I've been with the company for 11 years. And these past like 2 years are the first time in my entire life that I've been getting micromanaged. And I'm like, cool. Cyber Jace, welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. Keep kicking something. Oh well, whatever. But yeah, so it's just one of those things. It's just like, okay, whatever. But yeah, and like my immediate boss is like fed up with it too, and she has been there longer than her own boss, so she's getting like really tired of it. So we'll see if things change. Hopefully they just shut down the magazine in a year. Make you quit so they can replace you with an intern and double their load. They can just fire me, man. Like, I told them, just fire me. The problem is they actually can't have me quit. So there's our company's processes are really bad, like really bad. So for example, we have like an e-newsletter, right? And every single time you input like two of the middle boxes, which is like our main like ad box, or one of our main ad boxes, and where like podcasts go, and then actually there's 3 boxes, and that one where the e-magazine goes. I had to write the code for that, right? The HTML, I call it code, the HTML script for it, right? Basic HTML. So I had to write all that out, and I have to update it every single week. And my HTML script is pretty janky, right? Like, let's be honest, it is not, I'm not like deep into the weeds, but I know enough to get by. The problem is they need those sections, and they don't know how to do it. So they could maybe eventually figure out how to reverse engineer it, but they couldn't do it in time. So we have things like that. They don't know how their own website works, like at all. They do not know how to size images. They don't know how to do certain HTML scripts on our website for certain interactions that we have. They have no idea on how to do any of that stuff. They have no idea how their entire podcast is done. Like, I do all of it. I record it, I edit it, I produce it, ship it. They have no idea how any of that is done, and is turning into a revenue stream for them. So they have no idea. So the problem is, oh, and then we have another section that they want to do with like these stats and whatever. And I am the literal only person that knows how to get these things and figure out what they mean. So they can't get rid of me. I mean, I guess they could, but they would lose like about half their content that they actually need. Thankfully, it's only in certain scenarios like a Khazad-dûm, ones you don't encounter in every other scenario. I find in my job that every major change is done by somebody up the food chain, and they're like, hey, we're going to start doing it because market share, $1 billion. And I'm like, okay, so clearly we're not doing the intelligent thing here. Keith, let me tell you a story, because I feel this to my core. So I work for a magazine, and most people, when I say I work for a magazine, they would go, oh, like the thing you read. And I would have went for, I don't know, 7-8 years of my life going, yeah, a magazine. And then the pandemic happened. And basically our CEO, one of our CEOs, because as all good companies, we have 3 CEOs, not other C-suites. They are all the CEO, 3 of them. But I digress. And we do have a president and a VP and all that fun stuff. So it's not like they just like game fun. Like, anyway, I digress. So during the pandemic, they decided, all these companies are making major changes and magazines cost money to print. So what if we stop spending money and don't print the thing that people want? And they all went, the 3 of them looked at each other and went, yeah, that sounds good to me. So they wanted us to get rid of all magazines, replace it with a digital version of the magazine, and tell all of our customers and make sure all the ad revenue that came in every single book, let's just say it's $50,000 a month, make sure all of it transferred 1-to-1 over to this digital book. Because, you know. So we figured it out. We did it, but we couldn't transfer it over. Like they're just, people were like, what am I buying? Like, I don't want it. I have a very old school like industry I'm in. They don't read digital magazines, whatever. So the company subsequently lost, I think it was about 60% of their revenue in a year. And it hasn't gotten better years later. They never thought maybe we should switch back. They just thought maybe if we just keep doubling down, it will get better. Spoiler alert, it hasn't, because when you're a magazine company, people expect magazines. It's a weapons manufacturer that doesn't make weapons. It's basically that. It's basically Stark Industries from the Iron Man movie is what it feels like. Except my boss isn't cool like that. Not Interman's AI for sure. They don't know how to work AI. So they don't know that I do half my job with AI at this point. Actually, they do know because I've told them, and they have no idea how I do it. They have no idea. I've gone to the president of our company and I said, here is how you do the thing, because I want to make my life easier and do less work. And she could not grasp it. She's like, but I don't understand what you're saying. And so I walked her step by step by step. And I'm like, this is how I do the thing. I was like, you could do this all the way through. And she's like, that seems tough. I'm like, no, ChatGPT is not tough. So, HTML, thank you, MySpace, dude. The good old days when I loved social media. As a anti-authoritarian, I grew my legend as someone not to order, but to ask, and I still said no. Walked out toward my car to grab food for dinner break when one of my bosses asked me to grab the trash. How about you do it, Mr. Event Coordinator dude? Yeah. You just grab it and give it to him. Be like, here, I grabbed it for you. You're welcome. Rabbit, welcome, chat. Hopefully doing well. Legend. Even the Greeks called me that. Go on. CEO, celery, eggplant, and oranges, of course. When you quit/get fired, throw up a map of the Gulf of America, I assume you mean, on the main page, then cross out the name and replace it with the Gulf of release the files. Then change all the passwords, let us know what happens. Man, I feel you so hard at your job. It's like, what do you even do here? What is your purpose? You have no idea how the lower part of your company works or the middle part of your company. Why do you even get paid? It's the reason being is because mommy and daddy gave it to them. So this 3 CEOs are 3 brothers, right? So it's 3 brothers and they're very nice guys. Well, 2 of them are very nice guys. The one isn't. I don't care for the one. I've only talked to him once and whatever, but the other 2 are very, very nice. And I think the third one might have just been having a bad day, but whatever. But anyway, it's mommy and daddy's company that handed it to them. Like mommy and daddy retired and they said, here you go, children, just don't get rid of your business model, which is magazines, and you can make millions for the rest of your life. And they went, what if we don't? And then we'll yell at our employees about it. It's why WWE's by Triple H says they don't enter politics because it's entertainment. They know they would lose 50%. This is the board game industry can't grasp this. Don't enter politics. They can't not do it. They can't. There's certain publishers I will not deal with because all they do is talk political. And they've said out loud, if you disagree with me, don't buy my games. And some of them I do disagree with them. Others I agree with them, but I'm still not going to support them because that's just bad business, and I don't support bad business. Sound like you work with the same people, which is crazy because we work completely different jobs. Maybe my CEOs have 2 businesses. Bold strategy, Con. Let's see if it pays off for them. I know, right? It's just it's wild. It's wild. It would be much cheaper if we didn't need to produce our product, but then what will we sell? Something cheaper. But what if our customers don't want it? Good thing we are spending less money. Brilliant. 10 out of 10 market research. So the running theory. So one of the things is one of the CEOs who comes up with all the brilliant ideas. Brilliant. There's a magazine that he reads. Oh God, it's not Entrepreneur. It's like a business magazine. I used to know the journal, and it's like something like CEOs get like registered to, whatever it is. But anyway, every now and again, he would forward articles from it. I was like, oh my God, this is how this man operates, is that he just reads an article, which as a writer, I will tell you that 90% of the articles are just kind of BS fluff. And they're just like filling the pages because they have to, but whatever. I was like, this bro is just reading random articles about how to like change your business. And he's just like taking them to heart instead of like taking like any decent news piece. You should find like the factual nuggets in it, right? Like no news piece is 100% bias free or factually accurate. Like it's very, very rare that it is, unless it's like a sentence long, right? The longer it is, the more bias that goes into it, and the more factual errors happen just naturally. It's how humans work. So he reads these lengthy pieces instead of just taking like the little tidbits that, 1, are correct, and 2, that would actually work for his business, right? Because not everything is going to work for your business. Like he just like goes all in, and it's just like, bro, you're killing me. I currently work. They were like, yeah, hey, why don't we outsource half our company and see how that pays off for a year later? And they were like, yeah, we had to not offshore the company because we found out that the clients didn't like it. And like, yeah, I could have told you that for $1.50 in the sandwich. It's crazy. Like it's funny too, because what I've learned is I work with a lot of entrepreneurs that are very, very small in scope. And what's fascinating about them is they realize that like they have to treat their employees well at like a certain level, right? Like a 3-4 person level, because you don't want to lose it. It's really expensive to hire employees, yada, yada, yada. And the things they do to bend over backwards and just like, not even like paying them more or anything, but just like treating them like human beings and whatnot is amazing. And then as you scale up businesses, just with the more corporate BS, like here's my hot political take for the night. I'm very pro small business, and I generally hate corporations, right? Now, corporations are very, very important because without like Apple, I don't have this sweet iPhone that is relatively cheap for what it can do, right? Like I know it's like $1,000, but for what it can do, it's more powerful than like Novel's laptop, right? Like it's just amazing what they can do. And that's a 3-year-old phone. So I'm happy for that sense. I just don't like a lot of the business practices, if that makes sense. Amazon created an amazing product. Still hate them. Still hate that they let people steal IP and they don't care because they'll just pass off a profit, right? So that's what it is. Small business though, all day, every day, baby. I will shop small all day, every day. So you shut your mouth, you filthy communist. No. I'm not saying the government should own it. The only thing I hate more than big corporations is big government. And that is my order. Big government hatred, big corporation hatred. It's a 1-2. It's a close 1-2, but that's the 1-2. 3 movies, the sequel with the hit action movie Two Brothers, Alien Invasion, Tomato Monster, Mexican Armada Brothers, who are just regular brothers running from the van from an asteroid. What am I reading, Alex? I have heard you promote to your level of incompetence, but that seems to be a lie, as most people in charge are worse than being incompetent. Touche. Kind of like the Richard Branson approach. Yeah, he's pretty legit with his businesses. No, I don't know now because I've never really interacted with him, but as always, that's why I like to remind everyone to take your free Amazon Prime sub you're already paying for. So I will 100% pay more for a small business that has a good product. Yeah. Good product, takes care of its companies, good customer service. That's all I ask. And I know that's asking for a lot nowadays, but there's also like certain small businesses that like do not treat their customers as well as far as I'm concerned. So I won't like support them, but I'll give them a chance, but you know what I mean? But I won't outwardly just despise them. And it's fine too, because again, like Asus makes this monitor I'm looking at right now, and I'm sure they're a very large corporation, but they are important because without this monitor at the cheap price, I would not get it, right? So I recognize its importance. Doesn't mean I have to love it. I just recognize it for what it is. It's from Rick and Morty, where they're watching Intergalactic TV. There was a movie trailer for two brothers where they improved the entire plot of the movie. Gotcha. No, that's not true. I watched the first episode of Rick and Morty and did not enjoy it. I never tried it again. That's why I always support authors that I like by buying their actual books rather than getting it on Libby. That's fair. That's something we used to do back in the day, where like if you saw like a local band that you really liked, like you buy their album from them or their CD, right? You buy that from them. So it's how to phrase this. It's to me always like the best way of doing things, I guess. I don't know. I've always liked it. Like I know like streaming, they make like a cent, you know, but like, yeah. Shareholders are the straw man root of all corporate evil, a scapegoat that allows people in charge to be the worst version of themselves. Yeah. Yeah, I get that argument. I've also made a good amount of money on the stock market, and my 401k is doing well because of it. So it'd be hypocritical for me to judge it too much as a shareholder. Those everyday necessary evils, the more years I have in this world, I find myself agreeing with the TV show, The Good Place. Yeah. Don't let novels know you don't like Nibby. You don't let her know. Speaking of great customer service, how did the inside of the MGS game look? Oh, well, the game inside's been fine, right? We've just been waiting on the empty box. So, CMON Games, which my long-term plan with this channel is to slowly buy CMON stock until I'm the majority shareholder and make some serious change there. We did the calculation at one point, so. Companies, wait, hold on, wait. What's the difference between shareholder and stockholder? Wait, is that the one I'm thinking that's a difference or no? Am I being silly? What's the one that like is the thing that's made up? Stakeholder. That's what I'm thinking. Ugh. Not stakeholder. Love Lord of the Rings card game, but man, is it hard at times, dude. Robbie, it is tough. It is tough. It's great to look at video games and see how big companies all about shareholders. Can you buy a lot of their stuff? Like the big AAA ones? Can I invest in it? Should I be investing in them? I'm also at the point, Nate, and I know we've talked about this before, and I don't know if anyone else is, that with a lot of video games, like I'm done with AAA studios, right? Not necessarily AAA games, just like I support the smaller studios now at this point. You know what I mean? So Monday's night stream, the box didn't show up. It did. The big one? It did. The line beyond any doubt cannot always or forever go up. Probably not forever, but a long time. I mean, like, it depends which line you're looking at, right? The S&P index absolutely will go up forever. I think you have to be a shareholder majority to own a company. Yes, you have to own 51, or you have to own. I don't think you have to be a majority owner. I think you have to be a plurality owner, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And what I mean by that is, like, majority would be owning 51% of a company, right? But you could own 30% of a company, and then everyone else, like the millions of people, each own 1%, which equals 70%. I think you would still be like the plurality owner then, and still like own the. I mean, you don't really own the company because you still be outvoted, but to like completely get your way, essentially, you would have to get 51%, I guess. I have to really think about that, but regardless, we're just gonna own CMON Games. And then we're going to turn around and own Asmodee. Now that they're on the French stock exchange, is that what we figured out one day? I'm not a fan of game boxes coming through snail mail without being inside another box and bubble wrapped. Boxes and boxes and boxes. Or it could be stocks. I'm not really sure how it works. No, it's fine. It's stakeholders I was thinking about. People that a stakeholder has an interest in the company, and that's it. And people like to say, oh, as a stakeholder, I believe we should do XYZ thing, which, as somebody who may own stock in it, I don't care what you think. Owning stock gives you a vote, so stock and share. Yeah. You got me, Mac. Stakeholder, just some Yahoo you got on the street to hold your raw steaks for you. Do they cook the steaks? No, they just hold them. Yeah, dude, I'm playing Fellowship. It's right in front of me. Tough, but I love this game. Which scenario are you doing? I get Warhammer models and their boxes came to me as the soccer player nailed 6 goals. Every single time it brings up the Ace Ventura skit when he destroys the box. Indies and AA all the way. Yeah, dude. And like, again, we talked about this with like Stellar Blade, right? With Shift Up. Supported them. Claire Obscure, obviously, like supporting them, whatever. There's been a few other companies that we've played on here. TCG card simulator game. Absolutely. You know what I mean? By the way, D20, you're going to play through the Lord of the Rings saga ever by chance? Yes. I don't know when exactly, but yeah, we will 100% do it. I got to figure it out. Realistically, what's probably going to happen is we're going to finish through this first wave, right? Do all that. And then we'll probably do a scenario 2 of Arkham. Maybe 3 scenarios. We'll see. Nate, take care, man. Appreciate you hanging out. So we'll do like a handful of Arkham scenarios and then probably go back to Lord of the Rings. But I also need to get Ashes involved. I don't know. I'm probably going to take a break of Marvel Champions soon. Before Civil War comes out. Shadow of the Past, Lord of the Rings Part 1. Larian Studios, yeah. Larians who did Claire Obscure, right? That's them. But yeah. So that's just like, I see all the advertisements right now for like Borderlands 4. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you. You're right. And like Borderlands 4, like I played 1 and 2 and it was enjoyable, but I don't trust a big studio to make a good game. Like, I just don't. I know how bad that is. Actually gonna play Arkham? Yeah. I want to do for Arkham the return to boxes for the core box. So it's just 3 scenarios. And one of the last scenario packs I have that's like there, but I haven't done anything with it. So I want to do that. So that's like the rough plan. But early stuff that was good. Well, it's going to be returned to. So hopefully it'll be interesting. With all the board games I've been playing, I did make some time to get some decks together. Justice Cable, Leadership Bishop, Aggression Hulk. Gonna run through the core box eventually. Nice, dude. I enjoy Borderlands 2, but after that was kind of like, okay, this is just more of the same, which some people enjoy, but I like variety. Yeah. Like, I think I own Borderlands 3, and I think I played like an hour of it, and I was just like, I just don't feel like going through all this again. I think people like the return to boxes. I think they did. They just can't get them anymore. So like, that's why like doing this like nightmare stuff, right? Like, I feel bad, but I like to think that maybe you all can live vicariously through me. I don't really know. Maybe not. Shoot, keep hitting that pedal. But I have played the return to boxes for the core box once or twice, and it was good. Like, it was good. It definitely mixed it up, which was really nice. And I think I did it for Dunwich, but nothing else. I own the rest, but I haven't done anything with it. I still have to do Innsmouth Conspiracy. I still haven't played through that cycle, right? And that breaks my heart that I spent so much time on the Antarctica one and the Scarlet Keys. Well, really those two mainly. All that time, and I could have been playing Innsmouth Conspiracy, which I understand is apparently actually pretty good. Like, it's not amazing, but it's good. Kind of feel bad for the people who tune into video games that are like 2 years old and they're watching somebody that play Captain America and they're like, that version of Captain America, like, that's the version we have, and I don't get that version. Are you for? Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. That, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I will be interested to see what Marvel Champions looks like in about a year. We'll see. I'm kind of liking Lord of the Rings more at the moment. Dude, Marvel Champions is getting old and burnt on it. Not to talk bad about it, but not happening at the moment. No, man, that's fair. There are several people in this chat right now that are just not into Marvel Champions anymore. And I get it. There are private discussions that I have with people on Discord or, you know, Twitter or whatever. And it's just like, people are just kind of done with it. They feel like it's made its run and it's kind of just like, meh. The problem is with like, again, Marvel Champions is a favorite game. One of the problems with Marvel Champions is when you live by the heroes, you die by the heroes. And what I mean by that is this game was always based off of like the amazing hero interactions and whatever, right? Like how you can feel like you are Iron Man or you are Spider-Man, right? Like that stuff is really, really cool. So the problem is when you stop producing those heroes, and not that mechanically that they're bad, but when the problem is when your big draw is about to be, I don't know, Tigra. And again, I understand there are Tigra fans, but I think the general board game consumer audience isn't like this massive Tigra fan that's going to spend $60 on a Civil War box to get Tigra / Hulkling. Like, I just don't see it happening. So I think that's like a part of the problem that they're going to be facing, and hence why they're going to reprint like Captain America and whatnot. It's a business decision. Cole, welcome to chat. Would you play a Star Wars game by FFG in the Marvel Champions system? 100%. 100% I would. I don't think they're going to do it, but 100%. I have more heroes than I would know what to do with at this point. That's the other problem. There's a lot of heroes. There's a lot of heroes. I play a lot of more. Well, I haven't in the past month, but generally speaking, I play a lot of Marvel Champions. In my prime, I was playing 200 games a year, right? Like, fair amount. I could not keep up with the amount of heroes that are coming out. I can't keep up with it. And I play this game a ton and don't play other board games. How are other people going to keep up? So now they just feel like their money's sinking into it, or just not purchasing it. Because again, if you don't have a hero that's like a massive draw, they're just going to skip it. Why wouldn't they? So, and that's why I've always said, like, I want more villain scenarios, because there are so many like bad villain scenarios, or just don't click with me, that it feels like I'm playing the same dozen villains over and over and over. And this is why I do enjoy Marble Champions, so that it forces me to play some things I might not normally pick. But like, there's like 40 heroes I want to play constantly, and there's like maybe a dozen scenarios, right? And you get really bored of that dozen scenarios really fast. So you make a card game system like Magic the Gathering where they can add any IP they want. I mean, they could do it if you create a general like you. I mean, you could do it. You could do it. You could basically take the Lord of the Rings system and just copy and paste any IP over it. It'd be a lot of work each time to make sure like the scenarios work. But I think if you did that, like each cycle was a different one, I think you could 100% do that. I mean, actually, well, no, you could do that with any of their games. Now I think about it. I mean, Marvel Champions, I guess, proves that to a point because there's so many fan-made custom scenarios of DC, of Pokemon, of whatever, right? So you can just like put it on. So you could probably do that. Oh, good. I haven't missed anything. Oh, Beast, no, we finished the scenario. You've been in the human jungle gym for the last 20 minutes. Enjoy it, dude. Best times. My son doesn't want to do that as much anymore. It's sad. Breaks my heart. I hate this song. I have no idea why this is in my playlist. Does anyone else ever have that? We just have songs that you don't understand. Is Pokemon Champions? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think they've done everything. There's a Pokemon for Arkham Horror, and it looks fantastic. I've never played it, but it looks fantastic. I don't know if I can find it fast. I used to have it saved in my old computer, and then it crashed and died. Got it. Got it. Wait. Hold on. I don't want to download it. I just want to look at it. Well, I'll get you there. I'll get you there. Okay, this is not the one I was thinking of, but this still works. Oops. So it's all Pokemon, but in the style of like Arkham Horror. So they have like Scary Bulbasaur and whatnot, and like Demonic Eevee and Machop and Chameleon, and Charmeleon and Squirtle, Haunter, Ivysaur, yada yada yada. But yeah. There's actually another one I'm thinking of. This isn't the main one. But yeah, they do it with Pokemon. It looks fantastic. If people are interested in that version, here's the Reddit post for it. Civil War is a great idea by expansion, just with Z-list heroes to prop it up. Bucky and Valkyrie would probably be my last hero packs. I get that. I'd be disturbingly interested in Pokemon card game based on Marvel Champions. Give us more Asgardian heroes. Is that Frodo with a bad haircut? I'm very much looking forward to the Fantastic Four. It would be epic to face a Darth Vader villain using the Marvel system and release Jedi hero packs. I know the custom content community has done Star Wars. Tab on my laptop for the website that continues to create in-depth scenarios for Lord of the Rings by Fantasy Flight. I keep a tab open on my laptop for a website that continues to create nice. Pod Racer Champions? If only. If only, chat. We'll never be that lucky. I wonder if they're going to do any more of like LCGs. I feel like it's such a massive expense to get it off the floor. Whenever it pushes the copyright infringement? Oh, yeah, I'm sure it does. If Nintendo knew about it, Nintendo would come down on them so hard. But Nintendo just doesn't care. I say we need a DC Champions more than Star Wars Champions. We need DC stuff for sure. Imagine facing Palpatine villain. A jump to conclusions, Matt. Champions. No Blade, the worst flavor of Monster? What is? Surely you're not talking about this one. Literally the best flavor. You must have been confused. You must have thought I picked up the black can with green lettering or something. Or literally any other can. Because surely not that one. The literal best flavor that they have. I played the Star Wars pod racing game on Nintendo 64 so much. Me too. Me too. We played so much of that game. Upgrade your pod racer over and over and did different tracks in Balboa. Barbosa, we keep pushing you off the side. LCGs don't lean into the fast cash of blind boosters. Amazed FFG has stuck with it this long. I think they did because their base was into it for so long. But their base used to be in the board games too, and they've gotten rid of those. So you could force push the threat. I got caught up in the pack cracking craze with Magic the Gathering, and it absolutely was terrible after a while. I like cracking packs, and I like TCGs, so I can't judge it too much. For me, it was like I used to back, let's say, in a year, a couple $100 of Kickstarters. Now I just open those in packs. I'm okay with that. But I'm not into like owning hundreds of board games anymore. Like that doesn't interest me. There's a Pod Racer Raver Revenge for the PS2. It's pretty good. Nice. No joke, White Monster is by far the most consistently delicious flavor, followed by Green Apple and Peach. Yeah, I mean, anything can be 2 and 3. That's fine. White Monster is the most delicious drink. It's not even the most delicious energy drink. It's just the most delicious drink that's out there. We go to cocktail parties for work receptions, and, you know, they're like, you know, with companies that are $100 million, and they throw these like really lavish parties. And everyone just goes around and serves White Monster because it is the fanciest, greatest drink you can possibly have. And don't call me Shirley. What other Asgardian character would you want to see in Marvel Champions? I want either a Beta Ray Bill. Odin's a good one. I want all of Thor's little friends. The 4 sidekick people. I will say that after a while, you start getting to the point where you're like, I think I've hit critical mass of board games that I want to own. My thing with board games was I felt like for a long time I was chasing like the better game, right? So like I think there was a thought in my head that like there's a quote unquote perfect worker placement game, right? Like, okay, this one is good. Like Viticulture is a fun game. I enjoy it. But if I got this Vita Lacerda worker placement, it's going to be better, right? And maybe there are aspects of it that are better, but there's no such thing as a perfect game. So once I started realizing that like every single game has crazy amount of flaws to it, and I stopped trying to chase a perfect game, that helped. 1. 2, the other thing that helped is I realized that the vast majority of games that come out have nothing new and interesting about it. Like, I hate to say it, but I go through GameFound and Kickstarter every week just to see what's out there. 80-90% of the games I see, I'm just like, it just feels like a slightly different system of XYZ thing. Right? It doesn't feel like there's like no one's pushing the envelope that much to do new things. The last game I was like genuinely like really like blown away by the idea of, and it wasn't even that revolutionary, was Cloudspire. Right? The whole MOBA battle mat system. Now, they aren't the first to do it, but it's the first time I really saw it be done. And not a lot of companies do it. But I was like, this is amazing. Like, this is really fun and cool and whatnot. And I want stuff that does other things. Right? Like, I just want someone to try something new. And they don't because they want to be safe, and I get it. But because they're being safe, like, I'm just not buying it. I just don't care. They could have a Jedi ability that counters retaliate. Call it Jedi Reflex. There you go, Angela. Do you still drink White Monster if it's warmed up? I drink it anyway. Doesn't matter. It's delicious. Warrior 3 and Sith? Yeah, Warriors 3. That's right. I already purged a lot of board games to the dumpster. I'm selling a lot of mine. I've been selling a lot of them. Most new games are a variation of something already done for sure. Yeah. Did you back the new Cloudspire stuff? Yeah. Because the only reason is because they said they're done. And I was like, you know what? I'm this close to owning the whole thing. Okay. Right? Fine. Whatever. If this is the last one they do, I'm done. Baller the Brave would be cool. Nice. But if they kept saying they were going to do it, I'm done. I also have gotten to the point, instead of dumpster, you just give it to Goodwill. That's another good one too. I'm also to the point that like I don't like massive boxes anymore. Obviously, I own like Elder Scroll and whatnot, and people give me a hard time. The new Elder Scroll expansion has been announced. I have to decide what I'm doing with that. But I really like the hockey hokey game that we played. The box is only like this big or whatever. I love that game. Like I think it's just straight up fun. I've really enjoyed that because it's a quick game. You get to the table quickly. It doesn't take up much space. You just play it like whatever. I love that. I want more of that in my life. I threw out the ones that couldn't sell. Those brass editions with poker chips sold for a high price. Dude, the poker chips are nice. Roxley made brass, right? Because they came out with playing cards that were really nice too that I have in the other room. Same for me. I was so close to owning. Also, I backed it. Yeah. One game I would love being Final Girl. I really would like to put that kind of career mode in it. Yeah, I would really. Final Girl is a weird one for me. I'm gonna buy the next wave. I think, probably. I don't know if I'll keep doing it though. One, the boxes are big. Two, the systems are new, but like, I have a lot, right? Like I have 17 scenarios now or whatever it is. 6, 12, 18 maybe. So why get more? 5, 10, 15, no, 16. 16 scenarios. Maybe one more box gets me up to like 20 some. Do I really want to keep buying more? I don't know. You know what I mean? So Final Girl's not one. Like, I love Final Girl. I love Hostage Negotiator too, but I like that it's done and you can play the career mode. Final Girl, if they just keep coming out with the individual boxes, I'll probably stop. Like, there's no reason for them to stop because it's printing money for them, but I probably won't do it. But if they came out of the career mode, I'm on board. I was watching FFG video on Fellowship's releases. They had an employee in their on there called the Rules Specialist, and she says she hasn't played Lord of the Rings but twice. Was it Alex? Was Alex the Rules Specialist? I bought my kid 12 different SWU booster boxes and 15 foreign Pokemon boxes over 5 months, and he was allowed to open 3 or 4 a night. Turns out it was like making a kid smoke a carton of 6. He has to open a pack in weeks. I have 3 sealed booster boxes for Jump to Lightspeed lying around. That's hilarious. Goodwill has a market monopoly. Run up getting DC Monopoly game for $1. Goes 23 to 35 on Amazon. Thank you, Goodwill. Yeah. Gotta get the Saga box. Yeah. With having just 6 scenarios plus the zombie expansion, I'm set. Yeah. That's what I feel like. I'm kind of like done with a lot of this stuff. Like Elder Scrolls, I have to figure out if I really want to get into an expansion. I've played a handful of games and that's it. Do I really want to keep going with this? You know what I mean? Like for a while, I was, the absolute like completionist of things. And with those big boxes and stuff now, I don't know. I think I'm just getting grumpy in my old age. She said she was, yet they was explaining the rules to her, and she said she didn't play but twice. I'm like, who hires these people? So, one of the new marketing people I saw that got hired by FFG, one of the senior marketing people, their thing might have popped up in my LinkedIn or something like that. I saw they were recently hired. And I was like, let me go look at their qualifications. Because this is a job I applied for. They were less qualified than me. And I was like, it's really annoying. Nothing against Alex personally, but how she got that job, I will never understand. I really hate to say it, but damn, some of her rulings have been such a mess, especially when she first took over. Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of, like, she's gotten better. But there was a lot of things early on that just like they had to make rulings on top of rulings on top of rulings because of the original rulings. Instead of just going back and being like, nah, our bad. Playing the Uma Musami game? I don't know what that is. I spoke to the Final Girl designers at Origins. How was Origins? And they told me almost condescendingly that they would not be leaning into the horror comedy genre. I really wanted Gremlins and Killer Clowns. Give it time. They'll do it. She was putting stuff on the Hall of Heroes and was like, pardon? And then the next day she would email someone a completely different answer. I mean, we've talked about this with Retaliate. That a bunch of us emailed about Retaliate at the same exact time and we all got different answers. And then I followed up with them. They still, now that they changed Retaliate again, after confirming with me, I still follow up with them. I'm like, so what happened with this? They've just put me on that block list. The problem is it's from a different email account than my one that I use for like their fun marketing stuff. So I don't think they know it's the same person. I have many emails. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a very addictive personality, and the Magic the Gathering pack cracking just hit my brain differently. Just didn't feel healthy. Also, my wallet differently. It's the same game like Monster Rancher, but you train racers. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. That's interesting. I used to be addicted in the sense where I play a lot of the like I would buy a game and I felt like I had to get all of its expansions. Right? I would do it all the time. And now I feel like, nah. I like to work for FF. I wanted to fix it. After the debacle of their last marketing thing, I was like, I can fix her. Let me, nah, I will fix her. It'll be okay, FFG. I will turn this ship around by my hands if I have to. And instead they went with someone less qualified. So we'll see. Maybe, hey, maybe this person's great. We'll see. Heard they had a really good interview. Retaliate now indefinitely bounces off each other. Why not? Go for it. Let's go for it. All right. What do you say, chat? Dodge a bullet, sinking ship unless you plan to continue marketing Swoo to the moon. I don't disagree with you. I think they need to actually come out with 2 more TCGs. Every board game company I've ever talked to, like personally that I know, said you need 3 IPs, not like somebody else's IP, but like original style games, right? You need 3 mainline games to like carry your company successfully. Right, and this is why so many companies are desperate for it. So you have companies like Van Ryder Games that has Final Girl, but the problem is they don't really have anything else like major that's like helping them print money. So like if they have a bad run with Final Girl, or like a printing gets messed up and they have to like reimburse a bunch of people or whatever, like they're in serious financial trouble then. Chip Theory Games talks about this a lot, especially if we talk to them in person, about how they were desperately looking for a 3rd line game, right? And they hope Elder Scrolls is that thing. Well, first it was Too Many Bones. Then they kind of wanted to be Hoplomachus and it wasn't. Then they wanted to be Cloudspire and it wasn't. Then they wanted it to be Burn Cycle and it wasn't. 20 Strong is really good for them. So they had Too Many Bones, 20 Strong. But now they're kind of done with that because they want Elder Scrolls to be that new thing, which I think it will. So you have Elder Scrolls and 20 Strong. They want Hoplo to be that 3rd thing, but they just haven't really done much with it. From my understanding, the last like expansion didn't do as well after Kickstarter as they had hoped. But that was hearsay, so I might be wrong. Make an LCG without cards, right? Disavow Retaliate, be a rebel. I know it. New rules for Retaliate, you have to physically slap yourself. Playing Captain America or Doctor Strange, you have to rip up his cards. Oh, the ultimate punishment. Oh wait, I gotta turn these lights on. Tabletop. Oh, it's off. It's off to the side. Okay. Have you forgiven them for 20 strong? Oh, absolutely not. They will never be forgiven, not because of the smell. I don't care about the smell, right? That's fine. What I can never forgive CTG for, and this is why I haven't invested in like some of their new games and why I probably won't get their expansions with things and whatever, is because they gaslit people being like, it doesn't smell. What are you talking about? Like that doesn't exist. And then they were like in their Discord, well, yeah, maybe some do a little. And then like they got all their little fanboys to be like, I actually really like the smell. I think it's good. Oh, it makes it smell unique and different. Blah 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 blah. And then when the complaints got stronger and stronger, they were like, oh, okay, we'll redo things. Like we're fine. Tanglewood's in the 20 strong line. It is. Yeah. So that to me was the most annoying thing, and it's honestly because of that. I'm probably not going to invest in Elder Scrolls expansion. I'm done with Hoplomachus. I didn't get their Too Many Bones was my favorite game for the longest time. I didn't get their brass mag things. I was going to, and I didn't. Right, the new Manny Tremblay game that they did, I didn't get. Hoth or Roth or whatever that's called. Probably would have gotten that in the past. Didn't get it. Right, so they've lost out on me, just me. That would have probably been like, what, a couple $100 for those couple of things, plus all like the small expansions they come out with that I didn't get because they gaslit me. I took that personally. Good heavens, that map will always hit me in the feels. Love Lord of the Rings tokens and spin downs. Yeah. I feel like any extended discussion about the odor of the card game is a fight lost before it even began. Yeah. And I don't, if they would have just said, hey, it was a production thing, just air it out. It's fine. Like, if you have an issue, let us know. But it was just just the way they approached it. Just like, that's not a thing that's happening. That's not a thing that's happening. What? Like, don't tell me what I know and you don't know about my game, right? That drives me up a wall. So I 100% agree with what you're saying, but I like them so much more than a lot of other gaming companies. Yes. CTG, they used to have amazing customer service. It's gotten worse over time as they got more popular, but I don't really blame them. That's more of a scaling thing they just haven't been great with. That's fine. So yes, compared to a lot of companies, they're better. I can't hang out in their Discord anymore. I mean, I'm one of their mods in Discord, and I can't do it anymore. The things that people say and that the mods are okay with versus the things that people say and the mods are not okay with, I just don't agree with. It's very annoying. Like, just be consistent, and I hate inconsistency like that. So whatever. Does it stink? It's the worst smelling thing in the world. I mean, it smells fine now because it's been a year. Just opened my basement. It made my basement smell terrible because that's how pungent it was. Just air it out. That's what they eventually said. And people were like, bro, I've been airing it out for 6 months. And then they were like, have you tried washing the dice? It's like, what? I'm really only in on Hoplo and 20 strong stuff that interests me. Yeah. Like, I'll do 20 strong because I like the system. Hoplo, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. You are not done with Hoplo? We'll see. I don't know. Elder Scrolls, I don't know if I want to see how big this next box is going to be. If it's small things I can fit in the box, okay. Have you tried breathing glass? I watched a War of Rohirrim last night because I needed a Lord of the Rings hit. It was pretty good. Nice. The Discord is very political and just very one-sided. Yeah. Yeah, it's very annoying. I don't care which side you're on. I don't want it. So I'm not telling them to change their Discord. I just won't participate in it. And that's the problem with alienating your customer base like that. Just watch the dice. That was a legit thing they said in their Discord. Just watch the dice. I think it was the Discord. It was one of their platforms. When I still pay attention to them. And again, they're very nice people. The brothers I've met once, and they're very, very nice. Andrew and Josh. But yeah. N7, welcome to Chad. Just watch your struggles on Nightmare difficulty from YouTube today. No, don't remind me. This game seems fun. I just got into Arkham Horror, so I've been playing that. Nice. Arkham Horror is good. CTG needs to fire whatever designer greenlit the character charts for Too Many Bones. It's like dog vomit with a belly full of dice and Purina on the... It's bad. I have 20 or alloy dice coming for 20 strong now. Brilliant. As you should. The greatest thing they ever did was do alloy dice. Alright, let me look at this. Alright, we need to replace Dilgador Orcs. Okay, not there. Alright, 1, 2 of them. Enchanted Stream. Okay, there's 1, 2 of them. Great Forest Web. I think it'd be this one. Great Forest Web. 1 of them. Mountains of Mirkwood. 3 of them. Caught in the Web. 2 of them. Necromancer's Reach. Probably in this one, right? Maybe not. Oh no, it's back in this one. They don't do it in order, which is really annoying. Necromancer's Pass. Oh, that was Necromancer's Pass. That's Necromancer's Reach. Under the Shadow. Oh, you only get rid of 1 of the Reach. Not all 3. Interesting. Alright, Under the Shadow. And this one. Under the Shadow, how many of them? 2. Tower Gate. 2. And Iron Shekels, which I feel like was rough. Okay, discard. Did you not get the alloy dice? I think I did. If they were in the original thing, I did. If they added in after the fact, I probably didn't. You'll ever do scenarios like Murder at the Prancing Pony? Yeah, at some point, for sure. We've done it years ago, but yeah. Oh my god, they could make this smell like the Shire? Yes, please. You were playing Nightmare Mode. Do you have to do any setup things? Search the encounter deck for the 3 objective cards. Reveal and place them in the staging area. Also place the Nazgul of Dulgadur face up out of play. Nazgul. Okay. Cool. Crimson just screams threat. What, these? Yeah, dude. Love it. Alright, so we have that. Put that there. Dilgad. Am I not pronouncing it correctly? Question mark? Alright. So we place these in the staging area. Don't fully remember what they're about, but that's fine. We place him to the side. Shuffle the encounter deck and attach 1 encounter to each objective card. Okay. Okay. Flip it over. Randomly select 1 hero among the heroes controlled by the player and turn it face down. They are now considered a prisoner. Sad. Sad group is sad. Prisoner. Okay. Players cannot advance to this next stage unless they have at least 1 objective card. Alright, so how do we get these? Raise your threat by 2 that claims objective. Okay. Number of random heroes captures turn by. Okay. Alright, cool. Oh wait, let me set the camera. This is like the new MODOK scenario? Maybe. I don't remember MODOK super well off the top of my head. Hey, Shroomproof. What is Nightmare Mode? It's a separate pack of cards they used to sell you back in the day that made it either harder or just better. Also, welcome chat. Hope you're doing well. I can barely speak American English. I feel that. I feel that a little too much. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Get my cheat sheet out. You what, mate? Oh, Villia right away. Okay, this actually might be a keeper. Because getting Villia right away is kind of massive. Alright. Yeah, we're going to keep this. Because I think you have to shuffle all of it. Shire backdrop for this? Because I just don't feel like putting up the green screen. Alright, so let's start with one resource and one resource. Sad, D20, sad. Draw a card. Okay, another Villia. Alright, so let's spend the 2 to get that. I'd sneeze. Oh, like a remix scenario? Yeah, kind of. Like they add cards to like change it up. Sometimes it was to make it harder. Sometimes it was just to make it different. Alright, so what we have to do... We want the map. Raise your threat by 2 to claim this objective when it's free of encounters. Oh, wait. When we do the encounters, is it supposed to be face down? How does the encounter card work with that? I don't remember off the top of my head. Bless you, thank you. To play Lord of the Rings game by the majority of Marvel champions in Arkham, so I think... Yeah. Take your time. There's no rush. Chat, why am I blanking on this? I guess it doesn't say face down encounter, but it was face up. Do you just have to deal with it? It'd be nice if they said. Raise your threat by 2 to claim this objective when it's free of encounters. Ask Nelson. Where's ChatGPT? I gotta see what this means. Okay, so he's not grabbed by any location. So what happens when I play this? So guarded equals face up encounter card. When the rules say the objective gets an encounter, the encounter card is revealed face up. If it's an enemy, do that. Oh, it's saying if it's a treachery, you keep doing it? Alright, so it's saying it should be guarded. Alright, so that's by a location. Location. We're not going to put a treachery on it. Okay. There. I'm not 100% sure if that's right, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, so guarded. Problem is all this stuff is there now, right? So searching and that reveal and place them in the staging area. Also place the shuffle the encounter deck and attach one encounter to each objective card. All right. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure. Encounter is random? Yeah, but if it was like a treachery card, how does that work? That's what I don't understand. I was hoping they're in the FA. There's probably an FAQ in the newer book. It's probably explained on the newer cards better. I should just look them up. Also, the new campaign makes it better. But... Wait, is this not in here? Yeah, quite a bit a lot. Shuffle. Hold on, just so y'all can see what I'm doing. Oh, okay. So we'd have to deal with the treachery as normal before discarding it. Okay. This is actually the most useful thing. Let's redo this. Well, just redo like what goes on top. Back at the... All right. So, when revealed. All right. So first we have orc thing, and a spider. Okay. Well, I guess that worked out fine for us. Problem is, it already starts with a ton of threat on it. Okay. So we're set up. So we're at 27. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did draw a card. We did that. Okay, so we're all caught up. All right, so I guess we'll just start from scratch for a second. So what we did was one, draw a card, which is another Villia. Pay for Villia. Now we're caught up. We just have to redo that and whatever. So my bad. Okay, so let's do. We're gonna engage that. I guess we had to exhaust each one of the characters according to that thing. So we'll do that. So that's fine. Let's do the ring right away. See if we can put the top card in. Okay, Gandalf weirdly works well. Normally I would lower threat by 5, but instead... No, I can't deal damage to them. I will lower it by 5. I'll do 22. Okay. Then we'll do quest phase. It's like no one to quest with. We're going against 4, 5 total. Are those considered to be in the staging area? These guys? Yeah. Yeah, they start in the staging area. So that's why, like, in play, I can't attack them with the damage because they're not in play yet. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure about that. Now I'm wondering. I don't think in the staging areas. Oh my god, the website's so slow. Yeah. I know it's gonna go up. I mean, it's gonna go up. That's just what it's gonna be. I just want to know if in play is in the staging area or not. I don't think it is. In player order? In play. Face-up cards in the staging area or the player's play area considered in play. Okay, interesting. Alright, so according to this, in play, face-up cards in the staging area and the player's area are considered in play. Alright, so we're actually going to... Let's raise this back up to 27. If we can deal 4 damage to an enemy in play, then I'm just going to do it to the spider and get rid of it. So I'm going to do that. Because we want that map anyway. Okay, so we'll do that. Our questing points is back up to what it was. So raise your threat by 2 to claim this objective. I'm going to raise my threat by 2. Bring up to 29. And claim Gandalf's map because we're going to need 1. And we're going to put it on Elrond. Elrond can no longer attack or defend, but we weren't really going to do that anyway, so that's fine. Alright, so now we can more importantly, quest for 4 against 3 because no enemy's going to come in, right? Never heard of Campfire Chronicles? It's like the rage right now. It's supposed to be really good. So 4 against 3 plus a 5. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to go by 4, which brings up to 33. Ugh. Alright. None of them engage me when reveal. Add 1 resource token to each Dol Guldur location. There is none, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. I'm not going to optionally engage. Gandalf leaves because he is never late. Everything readies up. We're going to have to quest hard soon. 1 resource on everything. Draw a card. Okay, all of our Villias. That's cool. Alright, we're going to spend... Oh, we don't have blue. I need him. Okay, never mind. We can't do blue. All my stuff is blue. Let's have Quick Beam. Enter play. Exhausted. We will do Villia again. Big money, big money, big money. Oh my god. Okay. Big waste of money. Actually, you know what? We're going to deal damage to him when he comes in to ready him. Because we're going to need him right away. Alright, so we're questing, or we're getting quested by a lot. Oh, I never raised it by 1, chat. You forgot to keep me honest. I don't know. Alright, let's just quest 4. So 6, 7, 8, 9 against 4 raises by 5, so that's 39. Which means... Oh, this surges. I forgot what doomed is. So we also have that, which actually raises it by 5. Yeah, we lost. That's done. That's the problem with this scenario. This scenario gets out of control really fast. All right, try again. The problem is, even if I put it on non-nightmare, doesn't matter. It's as hard. All right, which one don't we get? Oh wait, no, Glorfindel's the one we don't get. Same one again. We need, actually, if we got 3 treacheries in the or we got like 2 treacheries in the beginning, be good. I'll get added to staging. Yeah, it is not a well balanced solo scenario. I told you all, it will be rough. Also, the one deck would be better, but still like takes forever. Oh my gosh. Just throwing cards. All right, so these sleeves are like newer, so they're very slippery. All right. Okay. Terrible Orc. Necromancer's Pass. Okay, so we're already starting with 9 out there. 9. Add 1 resource token to each location in play. Cool. No good. Yeah, you kind of need to. I mean, like I said, this is not going to go well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Steward of Gondor would be nice, but that's not going to happen. So let's shuffle this back up. Draw a new 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see what we got. All right, there's Villia. Oh, lots of Villias. Okay, so 1 resource on thems. Draw a card. All right. Cannot attack and defend. Cannot attack, defend. Oh no, you can only have 1. Sorry. We'll play Villia on Elrond. Exhaust it. Big money, big money, big money. Okay, the horse. What's actually there? Exhaust the horse to place 1 token on any location. Okay. We will exhaust that horse to place a token on Necromancer's Pass. Okay, that's not bad. That's fine. Now, questing scenario. There's not much we can do. I don't want to exhaust them. There's nothing we can really do. So it's going to be 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just going to lose. Brings up to 39. Okay. Oh, shoot. We forgot to go to a location first. Oh, no, not yet. That's fine. You have to go to a location. Let's go to this location. Now, engagement checks. We get the spider. If there are any unclaimed objects in play, it gains. No, that's fine. There's not unclaimed ones. The spider is going to attack. I'll take the hit. Discard a card you control that has at least 1 copy of itself in your discard pile. I don't have any like that. There's nothing in the discard pile. So there's 3 damage. We'll put it onto Elrond. Cool. The 3 damage doesn't work because I can't do 3 damage to the spider. So that's cool. And at the end of the round, this goes up by 1. So that stings. Okay. This goes up to 40. Everything readies up. Resource. Draw a card. Okay. So wait. If we spend 1 book resource, which we did here, and exhaust her, we can heal 3 points. So we'll heal 3 there. Which you love better, Champions or this? Sorry if it's just been asked. Hey, board game time, no problem. I like Marvel Champions more. Still like my favorite game, but this scenario is terrible. But the game overall is very enjoyable. All right, let's do Villia. Please be Gandalf. Okay, okay, that's not terrible. So the one good thing we could do now is that we can do the horse to put another progress token here to get rid of this. So that's taken care of at least. So now we just have 5 in the threat, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I don't want that book or that torch, so I can chill. We do have to worry about that in a little bit, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, no problem, dude. Man, I need to like quest, right? So if it goes up by 5, we get the orcs after us too. Which actually might be better. No, I'm not questing. YOLO. 5, 6. Which goes up to 46. We can't travel. Optional engagement. Oops. Next comes with them. Okay. They're each going to attack. All right. So we'll have the spider attack first for 3. Dealing player must choose and exhaust 1 character he controls. 2 characters undefended. Okay. So 3 damage on the Elrond. This one's going to do 1. That's it. We can put it here. Cool. I could have attacked and killed, but nope. This goes up to 3. Onto that. Ready up. Okay, this goes to 47, so we're 3 away from losing. That's 2 resources. That's a resource. We draw a card. Quick beam. Okay. Let's see. Let's exhaust Elrond and Villia. Give me a Gandalf. Okay, that's not terrible. We can spend 2 to play quick beam, deal 1 damage, so he's readied up. Let's use the healer. Spend 1 resource to heal 3 off of Elrond. Favor the LCG's deck building is so much more interesting. Champions is great for being easy to pick out and play, though. Yeah. Yeah, agreed on that. All right, let's use the horse. Oh, shoot. This should have gotten 1. Okay. I can't keep up with them. Let's use the horse to place 1 quest token on here. This keeps going up by 1 every round, so we have to hurry up on that. We're only questing against 1, which is good. All right, let's quest. So we need 6 damage. Let's quest 3. Against 1, 2. So this goes up by 1. So that's something. Hey, Ziggy, how's it going? Not great, but we're getting better with that. Oh, shoot, wait. This is actually 1 higher, so it doesn't go up 1. I forgot this increases it for both. Okay. No checks. Each one gets a bad card. I'm going to get hit by the spider, which is... There's good location. There is. Move 1 resource token from each of your heroes' resource pools to that location. I don't have any. Joke's on you. Okay. So 3 damage going to go into Elrond. The orc is going to do 1 here. Okay. So now we could do 3, 6 damage. That's enough to take out this Torture Master. So he's gone. Cool. We're only fighting one guy now. This does go up by 1, so up to 48. Everything readies up. I think we're supposed to attack with him too, but whatever. That's fine. I think we're fine. Resource. Resource. Draw a card. All right, Master of the Forge. Interesting. Okay. We really need Gandalf. Look at the top 3 cards and switch one of those with the card in your hand. That would be good. The reason being is because we can get like Furial into play. Worst comes to worst. But we lose 3 questing. Oh wait, shoot. We have to increase all this. Which is what's destroying us. We have to get those dungeon locations quickly. Because this is now 4 that's out there total. Alright, let's spend the 1 to heal. To heal Elrond up. We don't have to worry about the spider. We can block with like Quick Beam or something. And attack with others. Which might be the way to do this. Alright, Alright, so let's exhaust this guy. So look at top 3 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3. Switch 1 with a card in our hand. So let's switch it with Furial. And we'll get Northern Now, Northern Tracker doesn't make sense. No. We want Northern Tracker actually in play. So we'll take Treebeard. Okay. This way we can do this. Get Northern Tracker in play. Because then when they commit to a quest, they can put progress tokens and everything. Okay. Yeah, that's the right way to do that. Okay. Now, we gotta use the horse to put 1 quest onto here. That's 4, 5, 6, 8. Now we have to deal with that. So let's do some questing. We have to worry about this, which is a huge pain. Can't do that. Okay, let's do 1 quest. After we commit, place 1 progress token on each one in the staging area. So that's 1, 1. So we're at 1. Oh, we need the quest for a lot, because if not, we lose. Oh my god, chat. We really need Gandalf. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 against 3, 4, 5. The staging area gets plus X threat until the end of the phase, where X is twice the number of players in the game. So it's 2. So wait, what did I say I had? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we quest unsuccessfully this phase. Put the Dolagador into play from out of the player. Engage the first player. Cannot be canceled. I think we lost. Oh my god. We barely hanging on. Okay. Let's try that again. All right, we're going to do just the same face down card. It's just easier. Actually, yeah, we need. All right, so I know you're supposed to randomly do it. Let's just move this guy out and keep Glorfindel. I feel like we'll have better luck with Glorfindel. Maybe. Is it a good card for it because it's free? Yes. Elrond's Council we have in the deck. We just haven't gotten it. Also, getting a bunch of dungeon labyrinths was not good. All right, this stays to the side. This goes away. This goes away. This goes away. All right. So yeah, we'll try this with Glorfindel. He's gonna raise our threat with questing, but I think we just have to let it kind of happen. Like, the problem is you need Vilya to get your board out done faster, but it's such a rough card to get in the beginning. You know what? Let's do sleazy mode on Nightmare. So Glorfindel and Elrond both start with a resource. Just need any help I can get. All right, giant spider. Okay, orcs, and the dungeon thing again. Oh, okay, it's not the worst thing, I guess. This deck is also like a little whatever. I should have made a different deck for this scenario, but say la vie. Here we are. 4, 5, 6. Okay, a couple of Vilya. Man, we're getting Vilya like double every single time. But I think we're gonna keep it. All right, so now we start the game. Each one gets a resource, and Gildor. All right, let's do both our blues to play Vilya. Let's use Vilya. Big money, big money, big money. All right, Arwen. You know what? We're also going to spend another 2 to get quick beam in. And we're going to deal 1 damage so it comes in ready. Sleazy for the win. You got to do it. Any of the help we can get at this point. Alright, so they're both going to engage us. When revealed, we had to exhaust somebody. So we have to exhaust Glorfindel. Okay. Okay, let's exhaust 2 on threat. So it's 2 against 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that brings it up by 6, so that's up to 33. Okay. Rory will travel here. Engagement checks. Okay. Back card, back card. We'll take 2 damage. So 2 plus if there is move 1 resource. There is none. 2 damage. We'll put it onto Elrond. Then it's gonna do 3 plus nothing. We'll put it onto Glorfindel. We'll deal exhaust. Deal 3 damage to the orcs. And they are knocked out. Dungeon Torch is just laying there. That's everything. You can't take out that one. That's fine. That's that. It's ready up. Threat goes up by 1. 34. Do a resource 1. Resource 1. Jib jib. Okay, we can't afford anything, so that's always good. We'll exhaust Elrond. Play a card. Okay, Northern Tracker. It's not terrible. Oh, we have to put resources on things. Keep forgetting that. Okay. So we're questing against 3. Once this gets 4 on it, we lose. So we have 4 rounds to take care of the torture chamber. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh, wait. This places 1 on here as well, so this goes up by 2. Jesus. Okay, why wouldn't it? Okay, we have 4 rounds to be aggressive. So 1, 3 questing points. Make a place of progress onto here. All right, so questing 3 against 3, 4, 5. That goes up by 2. God. Okay, we can't travel. This goes here. Optional engagement. Oh, we're gonna lose. We can't win because they're both going to attack. They're both gonna die unless we block with quick beam. But then we're just done. You can't do it solo. Not with this deck. I remember struggling with the one deck and it just not working. Also, why is like Gandalf never coming up? I was third one down now. It's not gonna happen, chat. All right, what we'll do is let's play this easy mode and see if it can be done easy. Which I'm pretty sure I can't even do it easy, but it's alright. So let's get the nightmare cards out and see how this goes. So we're gonna go full easy. Oh wait, we need to get rid of those as well. So you have to get rid of all the nightmare cards, obviously, and the gold circles. We just did nightmare for funsies, and nightmare will be better in other scenarios, just not this one. Actually, after we finish this too and go through the rest of the thing, we might just switch out the deck too. Do a deck building stream. Not a stream, just deck build. James just spoiled you? I know, right? Yeah, it is a rough scenario. So it's like, you know, I get it. That's why I'm not even like mad. The scenario is insane. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm definitely feeling it this time. Bro, I'm going to tell you right now. There is a 1 out of 1,000 possibility we win on easy. Alright, drop it down to 27. We're going to keep the same heroes going this way. I think this is better for us. I'll give it one last college try. Way to heal the pains of my own struggles with this scenario? Yeah. And it's funny because once we do the next cycle, will be better. Aragorn, I'm telling you. I may just do the one deck next because it's incredibly strong. But we'll see. Not for this scenario. This scenario, whatever, but just in general. 6. Hobbit. I'm not doing a Hobbit deck. Get out of your mind. Not doing that. It was a terrible starting hand. No, we're doing the one deck. Moving forward. 20 famously hate Hobbit decks for no good reason. Ooh, okay. This is not great, but it's not terrible, I guess. No Villia. We can do Elrond's Council right away. Alright. When revealed, each enemy location currently in staging area gets +1 to the end. Okay. Alright. Actually, this would have gained Surge because there was none. Okay. Okay. Attacks. Sauce to hero. Okay. Start scenario 1, draw a card. Okay. Let's do Elrond's Council. Each Noldor hero, which is each one, gets +1 questing, and we lower this by 3, so it's 6, 5, 4. Put her in. She is also Noldor. Let's put this in. Hobbits are so strong, yeah, except for when you get crushed with them. I'll give another one +1. We're gonna give her a +1. Just we did the order wrong. Okay. Put her in for free to heal. Okay. So we'll quest the 3, 4, 5, 6 total against 6. Until the end of the phase, raise the total threat and the staging area X's the number of players in the game. Alright, so it goes up by 1. That's fine. This goes up 25. Alright, so the travel. We have to exhaust the hero to travel here. I think we will do that. So we'll travel to this location. Alright. Checks. We're not going to do anything, so that's fine. That's the end of the phase. Alright, cool. 26. Ready up. Up to 3 resources. Up to another one. Draw a card. Northern Tracker. Actually, Northern Tracker is not bad. So we could pay for that. So let's do that. Let's use Northern Tracker. It's 3, 4. Alright, so we're questing against 5 now. So let's do 3, 4, 5, 6 against 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's even. Sad. Each player must choose and exhaust one character he controls. Will exhaust that one. So none of that happens. The spider comes after us. It's going to attack us. We're going to let it attack. It's going to be 3. Defending players raise his threat by the number of enemies with which he is engaged. So this goes up by 1, 27. Do 3 damage. He defends 1, so it's 2 damage. That's that. End the phase. Or round, whatever it is. Round. Ready up. Resource. Warden of Healing. Oh, we could get the Warden of Healing out. No, we can't get the Warden of Healing out there. We can't do anything with them. Okay, that's fine. Oh, did we not put 3 damage on anyone? Chat, yell at me when this attacked. Okay. Let's have her heal. Use 1 resource to heal Elron. The 3. I only put 2, but 3, it's all fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. 1 progress token. Put it there. Alright, going against 4. Doomed 1. What's doomed? Is that making your threat go up? Is that what that is? Raise their threat, yeah. Alright, so let's get up to 29. Also surges. Okay. Another spider. When revealed, you must exhaust 1 character you control. Okay, cool. It's my 1 attacker. So 6 against 4, 5, 6, 7, which means my threat goes up to 30 now. Can't travel. So engagement checks. Oh my god. Spider does 3, resolve the 1 reveal effect. Attach iron shackles to the top of the player's deck. The next time a player would draw a card, they draw iron shackles instead. 3 damage onto here. 3, they get +3 undefended, so it kills Glorfindel. I give up. It's not going to happen. Having a third of your heroes gone is just, it's not going to happen with this deck. I give up. I never want to play this nightmare of a scenario again. Usually low and Aragorn gives you Gondor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I don't disagree with you. But that's it. I am not doing it anymore. Shackles. Where was Gandalf? Where was the wizard? He was very late. I would have had to go like 8 more rounds. Whatever. But yeah, what I think we'll do moving forward is we'll probably play the one deck. There's some other really good decks out there too that I'll steal from C-Stan. And then now this is like the core box that's officially done, right? So fail forward on that. But past that, just the deck probably didn't work for. I mean, this scenario, like, it's near impossible to win as a solo player. So that's why I'm not gonna whatever. But I do think moving forward, I want to do a different deck to try out. So I think we'll do that and mess around with that. And I'll pull one off of Rings DB. Probably like the one deck or whatever. This scenario is just what it is, so it's fine. But as we go through the rest of the nightmare stuff, it should get better, right? It should get better. So excited for that. So, all right, chat. I am gonna call it night. But I appreciate you all. Appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed Lord of the Rings some more. I think we should be back Friday. I think Novels will be ready to stream. We'll have to find out for sure. But yeah, if so, we'll stream Friday. And then Monday, I don't know if we'll do Marvel Champions or do something else. I kind of want to do Ashes Reborn because we haven't done that in a while. Maybe steal a deck from there or something. So, all right. Appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.
Ce renoir griffera, clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Obscur, trouble, rature, clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, courera effet. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Obscur,